Well, thank you everybody for joining us again. This is Margarita's with me today, and we are going to be talking about Azamara cruises, an amazing small ship experience. So Margarita, thank you very much for coming out today. And I'm going to give you the floor. And just for our viewers, I am going to turn off my screen so you do not see my head floating around. Thank you for joining us, Margarita.
Oh my gosh, Donna, my pleasure. I love working with your team. You guys are very, very professional, extremely knowledgeable. And I am Margarita with Azamara. I am the representative for Eastern Canada. And I'm going to start off today by just summarizing who Azamara is so you can decide whether or not we are the right brand for you. So, our brand positioning statement basically says Azamara it lets explorers immerse themselves into cultures and locales at a more relaxed pace, discovering destinations by day and night, resulting in a richer, more fulfilling small cruise experience. And that basically sums up who we are. We're small, we stay longer in port, and we have a really unrushed, very relaxed environment on board our vessels. So today we're going to talk about the top 5 reasons you will love sailing with Azamara. And our number one reason is destination immersion. We basically coined that phrase over 15 years ago, and we are small. We take you to unique and off the beaten paths. Years ago, before I started, I did a small yacht experience in Greece, and we went to this tiny little island called Kos. I'd never heard of it before. And when I started with Azamara, I found out that Azamara actually sails into this tiny little place called Kos. So talk about off your beaten path. We go to the iconic sites, but we also go off the beaten path. We stay longer in port than any other cruise line. We've done the research, we know that for a fact, and that lets you immerse yourselves into the local culture, taste the local flavors in a more authentic experience that is unrushed. And we do that with 3 key points. The first one is we're small. We're only 30,000 gross tons. We carry 700 guests, and we get where the other ships simply cannot get to. We dock close. You can see under the number 1 that that is our ship in Marseille. We can't get any closer than that. I was actually on a ship once, and somebody asked the captain, "What is the fastest way to get to the city center?" And he said, "Exit on deck 3." So I thought that was fantastic. The other thing that is great about this destination immersion with Azamara is we offer a relaxed, unrushed experience. And we do that because we have a lot of late nights. Anything after 8 p.m. is considered a late night stay. We do offer a lot of overnight stays as well. And we're starting to market a new coin phrase that we've come up with called extended destination days. And that means that you're in port for 10 hours. So you no longer have to decide, am I going to do a shore excursion or explore on my own? And this gives you an ample opportunity to do both. And in 2023, we came back with our As Amazing events. So they're exclusive Azamara events that really allow you to dive into the cultural experience. So we'll take all 700 guests on a 10-day voyage or more to a unique site. So it might be when we're docking in Kuşadası, Turkey, we'll take you to Ephesus. Or it could be while we're in Dublin, you go and see a choir in a cathedral. We've had the 3 tenors in Sorrento. So it is a unique, specially curated experience specifically for our Azamara guests. So I'm going to try and show a video here that just coins the phrase relax and unwind, and pay attention to the coin phrase wander but never wonder.
And perspective is open to change. When you see parts unknown in ports, and perspective is open to change. When you see parts unknown in ports less known, unwind, stay the night, and just slow down. Wander, but never wonder what a place is really like. The difference is night and day. Azamara, change the way you see.
So as that clip shows, it's really the difference is day and night. And I always think about that when we get into ports like Saint-Tropez or Mykonos, Sevilla, Spain. And it really is about seeing the culture as it changes once the sun sets. And it really is an unrushed experience. I will often tell the story about being in Mykonos, and we were in port at 8 a.m. We didn't leave until 10 p.m. It was 42 degrees. It was extremely hot. I ended up going back to the ship, having a jump in the pool, soaking in some air conditioning, and around 5 o'clock at night, went back, bar hopped with a few friends. We went to about 3 different bars, and we ended up in a beautiful open air restaurant where we all ordered something authentically Greek, and really enjoyed the sea breeze coming off the shore. And it was something that I don't think we would have been able to do had the ship departed at 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening. So it was fantastic. So as I say, we do get closer to the city centers. You can see Marseille, Monte Carlo, Nice, as well as Sicily, Italy. So none of these are photoshopped. This really is where our ships will be docked. I touched on the As Amazing events. As I said, they are all authentic. They're only available on Azamara cruises. And they're unique venues, the libraries of Ephesus. So there are theaters in Uruguay. My brother was telling me about a wonderful experience that he had when he was on board. And we do, as I say, take all of our guests on luxury coaches from the ship to these events. We will be serving drinks, we will be serving food, and you will be entertained by local people who have been hired by Azamara to perform these wonderful events talking about the culture of that destination. The number two reason why people love Azamara is the small ships. And I love the small ship experience. Really does give you an opportunity to get to know the people on board. You're sailing with like-minded people. You never feel crowded or rushed. I love the fact that it doesn't matter where your stateroom is on board. You are never more than 10 minutes away from whatever venue you want to go to, or whatever bar or restaurant you want to go to. And because we have so many inclusions, you never feel that you are at the bar with that awkward situation of, I'll get this round and you get next round kind of thing. So it's a great opportunity to get to know your fellow travelers. You get to know the crew members. And I think small ship experience is really more than just getting close to the destination. So let's introduce you to our ships. We've got the Journey, the Pursuit, the Quest, and the Onward. All the ships carry approximately 700 guests. The only one that carries slightly fewer is on the Onward, because we have more suite accommodation there. But our crew to guest ratio is between 1.5 and 1.7. So they are all identical ships. All of the public rooms are located in the same areas and called the same thing. So if you've been on one of the ships, you will be quite familiar with the remainders. Whenever you come on board, if you're coming on for the first time, you might hear welcome on board, but by the second or third day, you're going to start hearing welcome home. You're greeted at the pier on each voyage by our senior officers. Many times the captain will be there to welcome you back on board. And I would say, quite honestly, the heart and soul of every one of our voyages starts and ends with our crew. They make the experience memorable. They know the drinks that you like to drink. My sister-in-law, when she was on board, would often joke about, how did they know I needed a margarita at this exact moment? It was quite fun to watch people who've never sailed with us and what they come away with. People will follow our crew on social media. You'll see Captain Johannes in the bottom right there. People want to know where he's sailing and when he's sailing. And the top left was taken by one of our guests who thought it was so great when they were coming back. The rain had started and the crew were all standing there to welcome people back, holding umbrellas so that you didn't come back onto the ship soaking wet. So again, the crew is really the keystone of every experience on board Azamara. When we talk about personalized comfort, of course, we've got suite accommodations, verandas, and ocean view. The biggest thing to note is that when you are in suite accommodation, starting with our Club Continent suite, there is more than just the added space and the outdoor living space. We have English butler service available on our suites. Your specialty dining is always included. You still need to make reservations, but you don't have that additional fee. We will set up an in-bar in your room, so you can decide what are the beverages that you are most likely going to enjoy on the voyage. And then when you get into the higher end categories, like you'll see on the left, our World Owners Suite, as well as our World Owners Suite and our spa suites, will have onboard spending credit, Wi-Fi minutes. You can have your laundry taken out to be done. But 50% of our inventory is verandas. I love the veranda. If you do end up booking a veranda, please promise me that you will order room service, because it's fantastic when they set it up on your veranda with the linen tablecloth. I love getting a cappuccino sent to the room with maybe a continental breakfast. I have talked to people who said the steak room service for breakfast, steak and eggs for room service, is really something that is quite unexpected and really enjoyed by many. If you're looking for something that is not including outdoor accommodation, we've got ocean views with beautiful picture windows, and 10% of our inventory are inside staterooms. Our public rooms are just as diverse. So if you are a real night owl, love the late night entertainment, the living room is where we will find you at midnight dancing on the dance floor. The living room is also available throughout the day. We've got afternoon tea service here. We sometimes will do wine tastings in the living room. Around the dinner hour, a band will be playing, and then followed by the DJ at approximately 10 p.m. So if you're looking for some really vibrant nightlife, the living room is where you're going to want to be. If you're looking for something a little bit more subdued, we have a piano player and a full bar available in the den. And it is also where we have our shore excursion and our cruise again desks. So if you are looking for questions to be answered on your future cruise or possible shore excursions on the upcoming cruise that you are on, you are going to be found in the den. The cabaret lounge is where we will have our lecture series will be happening in the cabaret lounge, as well as our nightly entertainment. So the cabaret lounge is a lounge. We do have comedians come on board, magicians, but we also have a great crew with dancers and singers, and they'll be doing such things as a salute to Andrew Lloyd Webber or Las Vegas style review shows. We normally have 2 shows each evening, so make sure that you do catch those entertainment evenings as well at the Cabaret Lounge. Whenever we talk about dining, it's always, or whenever we talk about cruising, it's always people want to know what is the dining. So I'm going to go through a couple of dining options for you. Discoveries is our main dining room. It is open for breakfast and dinner daily, always tableside service, a linen tablecloth. You can dine with whomever you want, whenever you want during the dining hours. We do have a bar called Discoveries Bar just at the front. And often you'll be thinking, okay, there's just going to be 4 of us for dinner. But by the time you finish that pre-dinner drink, you have probably met somebody, you've already started talking about what shore excursions you enjoyed, and you can go to the maitre d' and say, our table for 4 is now a table for 8. And it is seamless and absolutely wonderful. There is the most extensive menu available at Discoveries. If you're looking for a quick breakfast, Windows Cafe is fabulous. It's all buffet style. You can dine indoors or outdoors in Windows, and I will recommend that if you are looking for a different dining experience in the evenings, Windows Cafe has some amazing themed dinners, whether or not it's a Taste of Thailand, a Mexican fiesta. And I will tell you, if they have their Indian night, it is probably the best Indian cuisine I have had was at the Windows Cafe on board. The patio is great for buffet style, salad bar, burgers, kebabs, hot dogs right opposite the pool deck. So if you're in your bathing suit and you just want to grab something quick for lunch, that's great. In the evening, we do turn the patio into an alfresco dining room. So it is great for anybody who wants to sit outside in those warmer climates. And then our specialty dining room, we've got Prime C, which is steak And my dad, when he was on board, said he had the best Chateaubriand of his life at Prime Sea. Doesn't expect to have a cut of meat like that until his next Azamara voyage. And then Aquilina is our Italian seafood restaurant. Both of these do require reservations, even if you're in our suite accommodation where it is included. So I would recommend, as soon as you finish your muster station drill on board, you go up to deck 9 to Windows Cafe. And before you grab your lunch on that first day, make your dinner reservations, especially if you're celebrating something special on your voyage. So again, Prime Sea Steakhouse, Aquilina, Seafood Italian. The cost for these restaurants is about $50. There's limited seating, only 70 seats per restaurant. I have been on voyages of 10 days, and these restaurants have been sold out by day 4. So again, up to Windows Cafe, deck 9 to make those reservations. Make sure you pack something white. We have a fabulous white night party on our voyages. We will remove all of the deck chairs, put out tables with linen tablecloths. We have an extensive buffet, including uh, surf and turf. I just went blank. So lobster tails and steak, but also themed dinners based on the itinerary that we're on. So if we're in Spain, it might be a paella. If when we were in Greece, we had lamb chops and grilled halloumi and Greek salad. So lots of variety. Probably one of the most extensive buffets that you will see will be on the Azamara White Night. So again, pack something white, get ready to pack your dancing shoes. The band is playing, and it is really a remarkably fun evening. The number 3 reason that people love Azamara is the included amenities. So we have our Always Azamara that we are promoting now. And we want to let people know that we have a variety of dining venues available, with including 24-hour room service. When we say drinks are included, we mean beer, wine, and spirits all day and night. So you can order a mimosa for breakfast. You can order a pina colada out by the pool deck. You can have a Prosecco before dinner, and maybe a gin and tonic in the wee hours. So it is, as I say, throughout the ship, throughout the day. We do have our signature As Amazing events, including our White Night and As Amazing evenings. We have a self-serve laundry. So if you want to pack light, but just wear those same clothes during your longer stay voyage, deck 7, all the inclusions that you need to do your laundry is available. And remember, always included with Azamara are tips and gratuities. What you can expect are late nights and overnights, as well as those extended destination days, unique as well as iconic destinations. And then, because there are only 700 guests on board, there is never any crowding or lining up, which is fabulous. I'm just going to include this slide so that you are clear on what is included when we talk about beverages, because people will still ask about it. So all your sodas, bottled water, specialty coffees and teas, select wine by the glass, which is great if you're dining with somebody who is a really big red wine drinker, but you like the lighter white wines. You can order by the glass. You can change it up as your meal progresses. Select beers, select spirits, and for instance, our vodkas would be Smirnoffs. Our gins would be, I believe it's Gordon's gins. So they are select brand name spirits. And then cocktails. However, if you wanted to upgrade, we do have a premium beverage package and an ultimate beverage package. And the beautiful thing is that on Azamara, you don't have to have both guests in the stateroom upgrading their beverage package. As I said, we do have lots of entertainment available to you while you are on board. And during those sea days, if you are looking at also having keeping up with your fitness, we've got fitness facilities with extensive equipment, but we also have complimentary yoga, Pilates, and spin classes. And then also on sea days, which is really popular, is the spa. So Sanctum Spa offers a tranquility of different services, whether or not it's state-of-the-art skincare, restorative facials, acupuncture, massages, if you wanted to get an updo, all of that is available at Sanctum Spa. And again, very, very popular on those sea days. So ensure that you go early and make those appointments when you do get on board. The number 4 reason everybody likes Azamara is our unique itinerary. So let's have a quick look at some of the places that we go to.
Get ready to sail into a world of European wonders with Azamara Cruises. Discover our new 2025 sailings with 73 just released itineraries from Greenland to the Faroe Islands and 13 brand new ports. Azamara will take you on a journey through remote destinations that larger ships can't access. And with our double night stays, you'll have more time to experience everything you want. Azamara Cruises, change the way you see.
So we now have our 2026 voyages out as well. We have 4 ships that will be going in Europe throughout the summer months, but then peeling off, and we'll have 1 ship doing the Caribbean. Another one will be doing South America. We've got Africa, going down the west coast of Africa, as well as South Africa intensive voyage in the winter months. And then if you're looking for something unique for New Year's Eve, think about Australia. We've got one of the ships that will be in the Sydney Harbor for the fireworks displays over New Year's Eve. And then coming back towards the Mediterranean, going into Asia, including Japan, we'll have the spice routes. And then we do have 1 ship that will be doing a around the world voyage, both in 25 and in 2026. So again, just to reiterate, we do have late nights and overnight stays, and I'm going to just give you a couple of examples of where we are sailing to in 2025. So we've got a 25-night Carnival Rio and Amazon voyage departing. So you can samba down the Rio and extend for 4 days through Carnival. And then we go through from Rio all the way up the Amazon, and then coming back to Bridgetown, Barbados. So that departure is on the Azamara journey, February 25th. It includes 25 nights, 4 overnight stays, and 11 ports of call. Anybody who is a Formula One fan, we do have a couple of Grand Prix voyages. This one will be departing on the Azamara Quest, May 22nd from Barcelona, Spain. It will be in Provence, as Saint-Tropez, Sunday the 25th, which is actually the Formula One race. Will be docked in Nice, and we will be able to do transfers from Nice to the Monte Carlo for the race, and then back on Monday with an overnight in Barcelona. So this is 5 nights, 1 overnight, and 4 ports of call. If you're looking to check off a number of different countries, this 5-country, 2 overnight, 8 ports with 6 late night stays might be something that you are looking for. So it is departing on the 22nd of May, 2025 from Rome, ending up in Lisbon, Portugal. Looking for a unique and very much a wilderness itinerary, in July, we will be going into Iceland. So we've got a 9-night Iceland intensive leaving from Dublin, and there is an overnight at the end of this in Reykjavik, which give you loads of time to go to the Blue Lagoon. You can see the wildlife. You can actually see some waterfalls in Akureyri. There is some fantastic botanical gardens as well. So again, 3 countries, 1 overnight, 8 ports of call, and 2 late night stays. Japan was increasingly popular in 2024, so we've added a couple of voyages in 2025, and we'll be going back into Japan again in 26. So this itinerary will begin in Tokyo. Tokyo is just magnificent, probably the biggest metropolis in Japan. You can go to the Tokyo Tower. I would highly encourage you to go into a 7-Eleven for their steam buns and just see what it has to offer. But Tokyo, incredibly friendly, easy to get around with public transportation. This itinerary does offer 2 countries, 1 overnight, and it is a 15-night stay with 15 ports of call, ending up with an overnight stay in Kobe, where of course you've got to try the Kobe beef. So some great shopping, great cultural experiences. And because Japan is an island, this gives you a great opportunity to see it from all sorts of different ports of call, and highly recommend Japan as an itinerary. In 2026, we have a 22-night Southern Quest. This will be leaving from Buenos Aires, Argentina, going into Montevideo, Uruguay, all the way down into the Antarctic Sound, crossing the two seas where the two waters sort of don't mix, which is such a cool sight to see, going back up through Chilean fjords and ending up in San Antonio, Chile. 22 nights, 13 ports of call, and 3 overnight stays. So lots and lots of opportunity to see quite a bit of South America. And then Africa. I absolutely adore South Africa. Cape Town with Table Mountain, going over to Robben Island, but then this voyage going all the way up Richards Bay, Durban, Mozambique. The overnight stay is on the return in Cape Town. So again, go up Table Mountain, go down to the waterfront. Our ship is docked right in the Victoria and Albert at the waterfront. So really very, very close to everything that you would want to see. 7 ports, 2 late night stays, and again, that overnight in Cape Town on the return. This pairs extremely well with a Mikado safari. So you can do a 5-night pre-Mikado safari to see the big 5, or a post safari. So definitely ask your Expedia consultant for information on that. And then if you're a golfer, we do have some fantastic Perry Golf itineraries. Perry Golf will be going into 23 different countries with 70 different courses, 20 of which are ranked in the top 100, including Royal Portrush in Northern Ireland, Leopard Creek in South Africa. And then they take care of everything from the social engagements. They organize all your tea times, take you to and from the golf course. And we will provide box lunches, open bar afterwards, as well as the benefits of having a Perry Golf manager on board. So a great opportunity to golf some of the best golf courses in the world. Our current promotion, and this will be going right up until October 30th, 2024, is receive on select voyages a $500 onboard spending credit. And then you can choose between unlimited Wi-Fi or the upgrade to the premium beverage package. So again, select voyages right up until the end of October. The other thing I want to make sure that you are aware of is that when you book with Expedia, you have availability on some fantastic amenity voyages. So we've got 2024 amenity voyages out, as well as 2025 amenity voyages. And this allows you to access an additional $150 per stateroom just by booking with your Expedia agent. And now I want to talk about our agreement with Expedia for the World Explorer event. And this will be going from the 8th of October right through until the 31st of October, where if you book a suite, you will receive an additional $500 onboard spending credit. If you book a veranda, there's $400 onboard spending credit. And if you book an ocean view, you will receive a $300 onboard spending credit. This is combinable with our brand offer. So always make sure that you get all of those benefits. Expedia is great at making sure that all those benefits are available for you on board. So any bookings, as I say, between October the 8th and the 31st, you will receive those additional onboard spending credits simply because Expedia has worked out those agreements for the World Explorer. And so it is an exclusive offer only available through your Expedia office. So on that, I am going to say thank you very much for your time. I truly appreciate the support we get from Expedia, and we really do look forward to welcome you on board Azamara.
Thank you so much, Margarita. I have to just share that I was very fortunate this summer to sail in the Med on Azamara. And you know what? The best part is 100% where that ship docks. I mean, everything was amazing, but where the ship docks, we were in Nice and Barcelona, and I'm going back in the fall on a large ship, and I know it is not going to be the same experience. It is such a long walk. We literally got off in like 5 minutes. You're at the beach in Nice. Barcelona, you just get off and you're right where you want to be. You don't have to take a bus. So 100%, there's so much to be said for like a smaller ship experience. So thank you for sharing that. And I have to say, absolutely awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. I truly appreciate it and look forward to seeing you again soon, Donna.
All right. Thank you. And thank you, everybody. And don't forget, you can ask your consultants if you have any questions. If you are watching this on a recording, please give one of our offices a call by your area. We will probably be posting. I'll make sure that all the phone numbers to all the stores will come up after as well. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.